everybody? Welcome to another daily Corey B MTG video. And today we got a very special one. And it's a little bittersweet. So, this video is going to be really fun because for multiple reasons. Number one, I'm recording this the day before I play the Arena Championship. The day before, as I've had to get these videos prepared really far in advance as I'm going home for Christmas break here in 3 days. So I have no more time to make any more videos. So unfortunately, this will be the last one for the foreseeable future. More than likely when Aether Drift comes back, I'll bring it back. But, you know, let me know in the comments and stuff if you like this kind of YouTube series. You know, I will definitely only focus on Standard when it is an RCQ season, which it is with Aether Drift. So I very well could bring it back either when I get back from Atlanta or when Aether Drift drops. But leave me some feedback on that. I would really appreciate it. So it's special because it's our last video. It's special because I'm playing this right before the Arena Champs. And it's also special because, well, this is the deck that I would recommend going into the Atlanta Spotlight series. And if I've made any changes in this time, I honestly doubt it, though. This is like the list I love. All the ins and outs makes a lot of sense. By the time you're watching this now, I have a sideboard guide below that I feel very strongly about. And I should have an article as well. That's my Monday task. So as long as I get that done, there should be an article down there as well. I feel great about this deck. Here's my stats with this version to get myself ready for the Arena Champs. I mean, this was since deck lists were due. I made the final changes and submitted. And not bad. 20-3. I just lost late last night against a Convoke deck. But I just slaughter everything. Now, you know, taking everything with a grain of salt because it is, of course, Arena where people are just playing, having fun, playing the deck they want. You know, I am high-ranked Mythic right now. I think I'm like 200 or something. You know, so the competition is still good. But once I get to the Arena Championship, I know it's going to be a boost in competition for sure. But this is the deck I really love. I think it's incredibly powerful. You know, I love the fact that I'm this very aggressive tempo style deck for game one. You know, just the all-in kind of FU Dimir deck to start is just this really fast, really efficient deck that gets to play all four Curiosity, all four Kaitos, and this is your meat and potatoes. These are the things that you want to draw to. And you want to have everything else be the facilitator towards it. Now, whenever Kaito or Enduring Curiosity are bad, where you have to take them out, to be fair, Enduring Curiosity in my sideboard guide, I only take out one copy in a few different matchups, but that's it. Kaito comes out against aggressive decks. So that screams out, hey, when you take Kaito out, those are the matchups that are a little bit rough, and it's true. It's totally true. The hyper-aggressive matchups are the tricky one. But I have a very good sideboard plan against these aggressive decks. And just this Dimir deck has a great way to pivot from being this Dimir tempo deck to a Dimir mid-range deck or even a Dimir control deck. Like, this deck can really go pretty much full control. You're still playing some creatures, so I don't know the technical, you know, categories of mid-range to control to tempo or whatever. But I love a deck that can play very different roles off very different games, you know? So, like, I can be on the draw and go full control, which I do often, you know, bring in Shieldred, all my removal spells, Blot Out, Gix's Command, all this stuff. And then even in the same matchup, the next game, switch it up a bit. If I'm on the play for game 3, maybe bring some Kaitos back in, be a little bit more aggressive. I can pivot or I can choose not to. The thing I love the most about that in an event that I'm about to play like the Arena Championship, it's an open decklist tournament. I don't lose too much in an open decklist tournament because I'm playing pretty much the stock good deck. You know, like this deck list, there's not anything too crazy. You know, like I saw Triosk, I believe it's Yuki Ichikawa. I could be wrong. On that, but I saw their list and he basically was doing the exact same things as me the Sunday right before the event. The 3 Reefs, 3 Sanctuary. I love that creature mana base. And then, you know, he had some really nice sideboard tech that I liked. So I think we're basically playing the exact same list now. We came to some parts independently, and then there were a couple things that I was thinking he put on paper and I just pulled the trigger on. Now, some things that I want to just address right away with this Dimir, and this intro is going to be a little bit longer. It's the last video. I'm going to miss all of you, so I want to chat it out a bit. But there's some things I want to address. Feyborn Trick and all the hexproof ninjas. Sabi, I don't know, whatever that 2-mana 0/1 backup card was that Mogged won the Showcase Challenge with. That came out the day deck lists were due, so I didn't have time to test them. I think they could be good, but I was just so happy with my plans, my sideboard plans, that I just wanted to go with this. If I expected way more Dimir, I think I would play that ninja. I think that card is very good in the mirror, but with the Arena Champs, I'm expecting a wide variety of decks between these 49 players, and I'm expecting slightly leaning towards aggressive decks. So I'm really prepared as much as I can be with this deck. And, you know, I'm kind of contradicting myself because I was like, the matchups that are a little rough are the aggro decks. But they're rough in the sense that I think it's like 45-55 them. And with good plans and a bunch of play, a bunch of practice, I think I can, you know, still do pretty good in those matchups. And then there's some decks that I just absolutely eviscerate. So, you know, maybe I could have picked a better metagame call. And y'all know if I won or not by now. I've probably yelled it from the rooftops either way. But I'm still in the dark, obviously. But I think this deck gives me the best chances. And, you know, I mean, it's hard to argue with results like this. Like, I'm 20-3 with this version. But overall, 43-19. So it definitely comes back down to earth a little bit, but still a pretty nice win rate, you know? Got to make some bad jokes on my last YouTube video here. And there is a chance there'll be a couple more YouTube videos next week, but that's just if I have time next week to film some. I leave on a Wednesday to fly home to North Dakota for Christmas. So I have a Monday, Tuesday. I got to write an article. So I'm leaning more likely that I won't be able to. But if you are liking these YouTube videos, well, I would say like and subscribe to get notified of future videos. But definitely like and subscribe because I will get this going again. This was truly amazingly fun. Even if it wasn't, you know, the most lucrative project or whatever, you know, sometimes content, it's not all about the money, that's for sure. And I had a ton of fun making these. I missed YouTube content, so I'll definitely be back. And it's been a pleasure chatting with all of you in the YouTube comments as well. So before we get into it, let's talk about the sponsors one last time here for these YouTube videos. First up, it's KMC. If you're interested in KMC sleeves, the Hypermats, the Hypermat Phoenixes, or the inner sleeves, as well as this brand new Mox Luxury deck box, feel free to follow the link below in the description, as well as use that promo code in the top left part of your screen. That will save yourself 15% off at checkout. Now let's check out some other great products. Well, Christmas has already passed, but this is a good, it's still good to just get some products to get you ready for the Spotlight Series in Atlanta. It's coming up, so you're going to need some great products. Heavy Play's got you covered. There's these ETB playmats, RFG deck boxes, and the magnetic dice boxes, plus the new Phil Stone artwork ETB playmats. So really cool stuff. Follow all the URLs above me up there and use that promo code to save yourself some cash. All right, last but not least, the Spotlight Series. I will be there. As you can see, there's two of me. I'll be commentating this one. I'm flying right home from Christmas in North Dakota straight to Atlanta to commentate this event, and then I'll be home, and we'll see what's up as far as content goes, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Me and Haley Loney, the one and only, we're going to be having a blast in the booth together, as well as Maria and Monty on the other side. $50,000 for the prize pool. Top 8 get Pro Tour invites, and this is where you sign up for the event. Make sure to sign up early. I think this deck easily might cap. So, all right, y'all. Let's play with our Arena Championship deck list for one last YouTube video. Let's battle. Beef is a little bit annoying here, so we'll see what we play. We're on the draw, but I'm going to keep this for sure. Would love to have been on the play with this hand, but you have the early creatures plus Kaido. You can't complain. So, this is a spot where I like just playing the Spyglass, as I could draw running lands to be able to just perfectly curve out. But even if I don't, finding some lands here or playing another Siren is perfectly reasonable. All right, so blue-green, this matchup is good, but it can be a little tricky. I am going to map here, I think, because I really want to find a land. Okay, I did. Now the big question of, do I want to play a Siren or do I want to try to just get Kaido going? I think it's time for Kaido, so we're going to guarantee Kaido next turn if we want it. And hopefully we can get in Kaido and then start backing it up. All right, so this looks like Otters. Otters and the Simic piles, I think, are good matchups for us, but we shall see. Okay, if they kill that, we'll definitely not be Kaidoing, believe it or not. If they have this town ain't big enough. Now, if they have this town ain't big enough, is this good to do? It is kind of a tempo loss, but they can't do it till their next turn. So it's kind of a tempo loss for them too. But maybe it's not needed. I mean, they're just gonna bounce a Siren. If I don't Kaido, all right, I'm gonna Kaido. All right, and I want to just tick up here as I don't want to discard. And to try to keep it alive, just in case. These little otters can get cray. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Alrighty. Yeah, that's really bad, actually. Okay, well, wish I would have saw that coming. As that, I mean, they only play 2, sometimes only 1. So I think it's okay to not play around that too much. All right, so let's go like this. And I think I'll just say go. I want to have Tidebinder available. I also want to hit a land, so there is some thought. Did I play a land this turn? I did. So yeah, I'm just going to say go. Now we got a plethora of options. Our whole deck is designed around, like, you get to make plays and then I get to react. That's why Dimir is so good. It's like, I just go, land, go so many times. Almost every turn. All right. I am going to block here. Because I can Tidebinder the Prowess trigger. I don't think I actually want to Tidebind it. Because they could, like, play 2 spells or something and it could get a little risky. So, we'll just chump one of the rats. Okay. Well. So I can Fairy Mastermind to draw a card. But then their Sana's unlocked. Or... how does this work? It comes into play unlocked, right? Yeah, so I think I have to do this. Yeah, okay. All right, not bad. Now every turn we'll each draw a card. So do I want to have 5 mana available? And I think I do. And we'll get in there. And we'll say go. So yeah, I can stop this furnace. Yeah, let's do that. Tidebinder's so sweet. Get that out of there. Well, let's see what they're gonna do. They could easily just have another removal spell to deal with Fairy Mastermind. Which they probably do. Oh. Okay. Are they getting back a song? I don't love that. I don't love that. All right, let's go to end step. First, see what we draw. Okay. Now let's just tap down the only creature that can block. Like, they're going to do the Song of Totentanz thing, and we're just going to kill them. So I could Curiosity here. Just draw a bunch of cards. Say, beat it. I dare you. Honestly, I think I like it because then I can get an untapped second land and play play this. So let's go for it. Yeah, gotta go with that. So we got 3 looks at an untapped land. If not, it'll be a little bit worse, I will say. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. That's not the absolute worst. So I'm going to play this. And now the question is, do I want to get one more threat down or leave up cut down? I think I want to leave up cut down just in case they play the 2/2 otter and start trying to win the game. Like, this might not stop it for what it's worth. But it's at least a hope. So I could be dead this turn. They got to start with Enduring Vitality. If they just go a big song, I'm not too worried. Looks to be like our otter friend. Yep, there it is. Okay. I'm scared now. Everything's at instant speed, so burning this cut down doesn't seem smart. Okay, now we can start kind of going to town here on trying to kill creatures and win the game. So let's start with a go for the throat here. Now, do I want to start firing off cut downs on the otters? I guess I don't have to yet. Song of Totentanz. Okay, so now I can start firing stuff off. Kablam. Yeah, and then we just attack for lethal. No big deal. All right. Otters, I'm going to pull up my own sideboard guide. I like to just double. I obviously know how I would sideboard, but I like pulling up my guide as just to make sure there are no holes in it for all of y'all. Just to make sure I sideboarded correctly. And to just, you know, pat myself on the back. Be like, all right, good job, Corey. That's how I would sideboard as well. Otters is my first matchup on there. So, let's see how I like my own sideboarding. Tidebinder seems great. Yep. 2 blotouts to get rid of the 3 drops. Love it. And then Anoint. Anoint's probably the best card in the matchup. And I was taking out cut downs. And 1 go for the throat. How do I like that, Corey? Not bad, Corey. I think that was a pretty solid move. I like keeping the spell stutters in. To deal with their 3 drops, because even on the draw, that's going to hit them on curve. So really good job, Corey. I think that's some impressive work. The only other thing I could consider is Duress. But they do have a lot of creatures, so I don't think it's worth it. And this is one of those matchups where you get to leave in 4 Kaido, leave in 4 Enduring Curiosity, not sideboard much in general. So I just think that means it's a good matchup. And I would agree. I was on Otters for a long time, and this was a matchup I just didn't like. And, you know, Otters has some other problems, but it is utterly ridiculous how much fun the deck is. Okay, so on the draw, Mockingbird's not the best turn 1 play, but if they go Otter, I'll probably make a Mocking Otter. But then Mastermind's very good, and if we can ever hit land 3, this hand is just perfect, so. Let us go. Let's go. No Otter. So now I have the choice of, is it worth it to Mockingbird? And if they played a red land, y'all, I don't think it would be. But since they didn't leave Torch available, I think it's worth it because our whole plan is to return it with Kaido later. So we can play it now for its boring side. Mockingbird is sick. There's some spot of me that's really bummed I'm only playing 2 instead of 3. That was like my big main deck consideration, is a 3rd Mockingbird or a 3rd Tidebinder. And I ended up going with Tidebinder, but I think Mockingbird is great. Okay. Here it is. Kill one of them. Kaido's coming down regardless, more than likely. Kaido, 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 Kaido. And then you back it up with Tidebinders. God, I love this frickin' deck. I'm actually pretty bummed I'm commentating in Atlanta, y'all. I will be playing some paper RCQs just for the fun of it. Because I love this deck. I love this format, to be honest. Like, I know that's kind of strange. Actually, no, that's not strange at all. Standard's great. I think that's widely agreed upon. It's Kaido! Alright, does the thing deal 4 to Planeswalkers? Steamy Vents or whatever? Steaming Sauna. Magic the Gathering. Equal number of cards to target creature and opponent cards. Okay, so they can't really kill this, so let's draw a card. Do I want this many lands? I don't think so. If I draw a land, it's okay, but I don't need this. Maybe I'm supposed to still pick a swamp so I can have Curiosity available. But I don't think I need to play Curiosity next turn anyways. Alright, perfect. Perfect. I need removal is what I need. Okay, another god dang Song of Totentan. Okay, well, we'll be ticking up. I don't want to copy a rat with my Mockingbird. So I can't really keep Kaido alive. But one thing we can do is get ready for the next one.
I thrive in the dark.
Decline. Here comes Kaido. I could have ninjutsu'd the Kaido. I don't know if that's ever the correct play, but... So we can try to keep Kaido alive here with the Tidebinder, but it seems kind of wrong. Maybe they get foolish and play something before combat and allow us to use the Tidebinder. Oh, they did? Oh no, opponent. You may not have that ability. Oh no, opponent. Oh no. Oh no. The furnace. It's here. Alright, so they get to kill Kaido. They gotta attack all at it. I'll let it die. And then we can just do it again or Curiosity time.
Let's run away.
Curiosity is probably better. Yeah. Because then next turn we can go both. So this turn is sponsored by Mana Efficiency. Okay. Now we're set up to go Kaido and Tidebinder to just basically lock up the game next turn. If they don't exile this Curiosity, they're dead. And then they kind of have to deal with both cards. So they're in trouble when they really just want to get in the sauna. I mean, okay. Not that big of a deal. Good card advantage. But the Roaring Furnace killing Enduring Curiosity instead of Dragonfire exiling. You know, Curiosity gets to eat no matter what. This is the best card in Standard. I have decided it's this, and I think this is a close second. And this is a close third. What you gonna do? So they could have Torch as well. Okay. Okay. So it's still a game. It's still a game. We're still playing Magic now. Not for long, though. Look at this Mockingbird. It's done some work. Okay. Now, what am I afraid of as far as Kaito dying? Or do I want to try to present lethal? I really can present lethal without boosting it up. So let's draw a card just in case it dies. Yeah, I'll take a draw.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
And we'll say go. Give ourselves the option to do any of our spells. And just look at this. We have the option to play a thing that taps a creature, copy an ability, or make them sacrifice a creature. Like, so I guess they might torch this. But they can do that regardless, so I have to let that happen.
I like a challenge.
And if they go to kill this, I can just present lethal. I don't want to Tidebinder this, because then it'll get Roaring Furnace. So, yeah, we just got to let you do this. I mean, this town ain't big enough is definitely the way that this deck catches up, and just the way that it's good. So, alright, they're dead. And I get to prevent their draw. Tidebinder, Animate Reef, GG. Alright. Match 1 to the God deck. The deck of the gods. Dimir. Kaito's my god, so. Alright, let's play some more Magic. Second match. Okay, so we don't have the Kaito to make this draw absolutely busted, but all we need is one land, and we have our other meat and potatoes here, Enduring Curiosity. A good early setup with either in Curiosity or Kaito makes every hand an auto keep. Now, no removal makes it slightly awkward, but this hand is about as good as it gets. Throw a Kaito in there instead of Mockingbird, and then it's the actual nuts, I think, but still very good. Always start with Spyglass Siren. There's really no question between that. Pretty obvious. But I like to say it, because not everything's obvious to everyone. You son of a biatch. Just kidding. Okay. So now I'm interested in going wide. So it's blue-white. It's probably this blue-white, you know, bunny corn BS, which is just a good deck. And they could Shelter by Ghost, which I don't care about that much. I'm just trying to set up to maximize my Curiosity on 4. And what's the best way to do that, Corey? I don't know, Corey. Alright, I'm going to start by sacking a map. I don't want that, though. Did you know when you Mockingbird and Enduring Curiosity, when it dies, it comes back to mock something else? It comes back as another thing. So Mockingbird on a Curiosity is ridiculous. I did that yesterday. I learned something about the deck, and then I copied the 3/3 land and just kind of wrecked my opponent. It was awesome. Okay, so I'll be cutting that down no matter what. Okay. Now I might be a little more patient. And wait for them to do something. What do these decks look like? They usually do play No More Lies. But they also play Sheltered by Ghost, and maybe I want to have that available. So I should just attack and say go, I think. Okay. I might regret this. But since they have 2 wardens, if they only had 1 warden, I'd ice it down for sure. But since they already have a second. Oh, so it is Convoke. Okay, that sucks. As now, just against Convoke, I want to minimize the amount of creatures they have no matter what. So now I think I will. Okay, this is one of our bad matchups, if not our worst matchup, so. But we're about to give it to him next turn. And game 1 is the bad one. Game 1 is atrocious. If they have their God draw, with which this is not it, we almost can never win. Post-board, it gets a lot better, but game 1 is rough. Okay, so they get to kill 1 of the flyers. We still get to draw 2 cards here. Won't be blocking. Give me those cards. Give me those. Spell? Okay. In Kaito we trust. Alright, this is their big turn. Hopefully no Knight Errant of Eos. I think we're going to be Kaitoing this down, would be my guess. One of our flyers will slip through the cracks. But do I want my curiosity to trade for the warden? Maybe. It's not the worst. Difficult decision. I don't think I mind the trade here. Okay. Alright, we got it. We got it. We know what we're going to do. So they're going to block Fairy Mastermind, and they might block Enduring Curiosity with either one. And then we're going to ninjutsu the Spyglass Siren, replay the Siren, and then try to map on the Siren to make it a 2/2 body to be able to eat one of these goblins when they attack. That's the plan. As these blocks made a lot of sense. As I almost went through ninjutsu. That would have been hilarious. So here is Kaito.
Bet you didn't expect to see me here.
Okay. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Oh yeah, I forgot this is a Mockingbird. Okay. So they can shelter by ghost. And kill Kaito. So, our best play is going to be paying 0, copying the warden. We're a little flooded here. We're going to boost the warden because the Enduring Curiosity is the card that's going to go away. And now we have to decide, do we want to tap this or draw a card and give up Kaito? I think I want to give up Kaito and tap this down. I don't have any creature lands either. I'm going to lose both my things here. This is actually pretty bad. So maybe I'm supposed to draw a card to find some removal for this. All right. I'm on board with that. We need removal and then we get our cat back. All right. Well, that's pretty good.
Its own weapon.
I mean, if I would have known that was how they were stacked, I probably would have done a different play, but yeah, I mean, I don't think so. This is probably still fine. Yep. Oh, wow. They put it on that? They're going to give me the best creature? Sweet. mean, I'm still going to kill it. Now the real question is, does Convoke play anything that means I have to go for the throat now? So this is gonna come back as nothing, but I can Enduring Curiosity to block. I don't think there's anything that punishes me, but that's kind of just what I'm gonna do. Yeah, actually, and I get punished by another Sheltered by Ghost if I do this play now, so I think I'm supposed to wait. Although this makes me tense up, because anything can go wrong with this Warden. Holding my breath. Okay. Oh, I was like, what happened? Do I want to copy this? It has flying anyways? All right. It's like, where'd it go? Do I want to block with it? Usually you just want to contain their battlefield, but this represents drawing 2 cards next turn. So I think I'm going to not block. Okay. Now I feel good. Oops. 4 cards. 4 cards. I want them. Put them here. All right. So Convoke, our bad matchup, but we sideboard a lot. Once again, I'm looking at my sideboard guide. If you're interested in this guide, link below in the Patreon. I should put a specific link to it as well, but I should know exactly how I do this. So I'm going to do it by memory and make sure I'm doing it the same. All right. Kaidos are bad. This is the one matchup I take out 1 Curiosity. Masterminds I very much trim on. And the counter spells I don't like. Boom. Is that how I do it? Kaido, Spell Stutter, Mastermind. Kaido, Spell Stutter, Mastermind. I take out 3 Mastermind, eh? 79. 3 Mastermind. Oh, I leave in the Curiosity. Yeah, that could be right. This isn't the matchup I take it out, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Mastermind is bad. Curiosity is good. So, yeah, okay. Good job, Corey. I'm with you on that. Thanks, Corey. Basically, I'm 1 card short of taking out the Mastermind, but it's just a fine card. It's totally fine. But this is the I'm on the draw. I'm trying to kill as many of your creatures. This isn't full control mode, as full control mode has Blot Out too, but Blot Out is not good against Convoke. So I could consider, instead of the 1 Fairy Mastermind, the 1 Spell Stutter. But I think they're both pretty bad on the draw. That is the consideration, though. All right. Bad matchup. Let's try to get there. Now we have Gix Command, though. Gix Command is nice. Okay. Removal on 2, a Tidebinder on 3, and Curiosity. We don't have a Cut Down or a Stab, which is very important, but you can't mulligan this. All right, we're giving him the fake out. Okay. Now we will say go. They do play the 2/1/1s. I think I have to kill this Warden. Anything to minimize the effect of Knight Errant of Eos, so yeah, let's do it. I don't feel great about it. If they do that play next turn, though, then I'll Tidebinder it. Okay, we'll say go. I can copy this at some point, too, which is sweet. Tidebinder's really sneakily good against them. Like, check this out. We just get to shut down their entire combat with one TIE Finder. What, do you got a torch or something? I mean, that doesn't do anything. I mean, it does something, but, you know. Doesn't stop the ability. Well, another torch is brutal on our curiosity, but to be mana efficient, I think we just have to go for it. And we gotta play it during combat so we don't get sheltered by ghosts. Get out of here! They sideboarded 2 controlling, and they forgot Dimir can be both aggro and control. God, I love this deck. Let's play one more match, y'all. All right, third and final match here of this YouTube video. The final match of the year. And final match here for the foreseeable future until, more than likely, Aether Drift comes in. So, let's win it. Let's win it. Okay. So, just another beautiful hand. We've been drawing them today. So now, it depends what we're up against. God, this is really interesting. We're definitely keeping. It's just really interesting where we want to start for lands. If these were not both pain lands, I would auto go this on 1, one of these on 2, one of these on 3, and play the tap land on 3. You know, it is only me taking 2 damage, so I think that's probably okay. But I'm still going to be conservative here, because if this is a red deck, I don't want to take a bunch of damage. Boom. All right, I feel much better about my decision. Okay, and now I have the option to just say go. And we'll cast one of these 2-drops almost assuredly. Yup. All right, I am going to drown. Let's drown one of these. Sure. Not even burst lightning. Hell yeah. Respect. Now I want to try to hit my land drops. So I'm going to try to do that. So we're going to Siren. We're going to try to boost this up. And now it's kind of a win-win. Either this is going to be a 2-2 and we'll have a nice play. And we have some nice removal. I think this is probably worth keeping. Yeah, let's try to keep this. And now we'll say go. Now we can try to work out a play here where we can try to cut down after we block. This does not always work. If they have 2 spells, it can be a blowout, but I'm going to try it. Okay. So now it did work out. Worked out just about as well as you could hope. So now we can do the same thing. This kind of play works. Basically, you make them blink first. I think it's too risky to Siren and try to map, because if we brick on a land, it's just way too bad. So I'm going to go like this. But God, am I behind enough where I need to? Probably not. I also just hate these underground rivers right now. I'm gonna say go once again. This is face up this time though, so I'm sure they're gonna play around it. I mean, they can't really attack if they don't have a land here. Okay. I'm just gonna go like this. Now, they could Monstrous Rage this, I guess. So if I go like this, and they go Monstrous Rage here, then I could kill it. And then this would trade with that. All right, I'm going to go like this. Okay, so they're shocking this. So I think I would like to keep my creature around and go like this. Gotta take 3 here, which is not ideal, but brutal. All right, now let's try to find a land. No. And we're gonna say go. Not feeling great. Now, if I played this and they had Monstrous Rage, how terrible is it for me? So this would go up to 4 toughness. It's not the absolute worst. I'm gonna go for it. If they have shock, I guess this is heinous. But I think I need to be protecting my life total here. And they've already played a lot of shocks. I'm gonna do it. But I can see this being bad. We just have to stop the damage. And then these cats can take over, hopefully. Yup. Alright. Not bad. I mean, I think we'll have to try to block. Gotta take a damage. Meow. Okay. I'm gonna attack. They could just have double Boros Charm and I'm basically dead. But I don't want to take 1 damage if I can draw an island. And we'll say go and hope we're not dead. Hopefully we get to untap. Oh no. Our Underground Rivers kind of got us this time. And we played a little too defensive, maybe? I'm not sure. Alright, well, once again, check out our sideboard plan. This one's going to be very close. Very close to what we do against Convoke. So we definitely want this. I don't want Blot Out still. Don't think I bring in that many Tidebinders against them, as it's not very good. We're going to take out this, the Kaitos. A couple Masterminds and call it good. I think I like that. Looks nice to me. Okay. This is another one of the rough matchups, taking out Kaito, you know, but definitely not unwinnable. Game 1 is actually winnable. You know, it's not like Convoke where it's really, really tough, even though we just did win, but those Underground Rivers really got us there. All right, we're going to keep. Sounds totally fine. And we'll say go. Wish we had a cut down, but we didn't need it anyways. Perfect draw. Now we got our big 4s. We got removal. I mean, we have a perfect draw here. Here's that. Kill it, I don't care. Okay. So now the question is, do we want to Mockingbird for nothing with just the hopes of Curiosity next turn to draw a card? Or do we want to wait to kind of copy a Curiosity? And I think the answer is I would rather just play this. We're never going to return it. So it is just going to be a 1-mana 1/1 flyer. But that's okay. As I like to get a Curiosity down and then play Shieldred, because then if you draw cards, you gain so much life. Screaming Nemesis. So they're going to be playing Screaming Nemesis next turn. So with the fact that they're going to play Nemesis, I think I want to just jam Shelly here. So they have to play those cards, so they can't deal with Shieldred if they want to do that. So here you go. There's your buddy, Shieldred. Yep. I mean, I can't block. But I could play Curiosity. Alright, I will. So I'll take 1, but I'll gain 2, so I'll go to 20. And we'll say go. All right, now next turn we can animate Sanctuary and go for the throw to blocker, which is going to be nice. Yeah, no blocks. Never blocking that stupid card. I just regain the life back, so, you know, this is an unblockable 3/3 most of the time. We're at 17 life, so they got to kill creatures here. I don't care about burn spells to the face quite yet. Okay. Just killing it. Okay, watch this. This is sick. All right. A big F you to our mono red friend. And it was the card we drew. How fitting was that? Now, there is some thought to having duress on the draw, as they're still very burn heavy. And they don't look like they have anything for Tidebinders, even though it was just amazing. But, like, the Forges, that's really what it's for. But, I mean, they could have them. I just never want to draw Duress late game, so I tend to not like it. I'm going to keep True, but I'm unsure. It could be Duress instead of the Masterminds. That might be better, but I like being able to be proactive against them a little bit as well. So, all right, final game of the year, y'all. Should I treat the final game and keep a bad hand? No, I don't think I should. 5 lands is almost always a mulligan. There's just almost, especially on the draw. On the play, I keep some 5-landers. But on the draw, it's almost always a mulligan. Okay, this hand's fine. Tidebinders are only okay anyways, so happy to get rid of one. Ouch. All right, start with our only play. No creature is kind of nice. So I'm going to try to be aggressive. If they're going to try to just burn me out, I am going to meet them with aggression. Lightning helix me. I don't care. Oh, I wish I had one of these masterminds. I do not. Okay. And yeah, if they're going to be doing dirtily stuff like that, I will just try to kill them. Okay. Now we're cooking. I'm still going to leave the mana open for the Tidebinder because I want to be aggressive, but I also want to get Curiosity going. Yep, no problem there. I'm going to get the creature going. We're going all in here. Now, force their hand to use the removal now. Sure. Tilt. Now I'm going to try to map, I think. I don't want whatever creature I target to get destroyed. So I think I want to start with an Anoint. Really would have loved to land there. I mean, they're not at a lot of life yet. All right, I'm going to map here before combat and hope I don't get shocked, but I easily might. Fuck. Excuse my language. Okay. So that's okay. Now we're going to attack, and we'll say go. I knew the risk of that. All right, now I'm going to just not get hit by any damage. Where am I at? Yeah, I'm in combat. Unfortunate draw. As once they get this case going, I'm in a lot of trouble. Like that they still have 4 cards in hand, though. Okay. I'm going to just ice it down for now. To keep with the aggression theme. We'll kill it later. Alright, it's time. It's the kitty! Meow! 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 Then we'll kill that screaming nemesis next turn if we have to. Meow! Okay, 2 cards. Put them right here. Right here. Now you kill it? Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Cool. Case is still not solved. Okay. Look at the lengths they went through to get rid of it. Alright, now it's solved, so they'll be drawing more cards. But I think I want to take this opportunity. I was going to say I could just draw more cards. Or I go with the Anoint plus Drowner. Or I just take 3. Tough choice. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna do this. So the fact that I can deal with this Screaming Nemesis with just my Drowners, I'm gonna do that. I mean, they draw 3 cards a turn now. This is scary. I was like, good call not killing the other one. That would have been very foolish. Okay, that resolves. Alright, I'm just gonna kill it. No! You get 3 cards, I get 3 cards. Cards. In hand, please. Okay. So now do we want to Mockingjay? Sure. Cut down. I don't think we need that. All right. Now they got to discard 3 freshies. And we got there, the perfect 3-0 on the final video. Let's see, are we top 100? Top 150. Not a bad place to end. I gotta say, y'all, I mean, what, are we now 23-3? 23-3 with this version. Hard to argue. I love my game plans. I love how powerful the deck is. Once you get in the mold with this, once you figure out, like, okay, during these scenarios you do this, during this you do this, I feel like the true power level of this deck is unlocked if you really master it and you have good plans. The only way this deck is bad, and I wasn't winning all the time, was in these earlier videos, like when I wasn't taking out Kaido against aggro decks, when I was siding out things I shouldn't, and, you know, basically, now that I have good sideboard plans and I know this deck is busted, I feel so good that this is the best deck in the format by far. But standard is close, so I don't, you know, by far is maybe an exaggeration, but this is the deck I'll be playing until Aether Drift comes out for sure. I think it's amazing. So if you're interested in this deck, I have a sideboard guide below and maybe an article by now. It depends on how much I get done. But check the description. Should be a sideboard guide, maybe an article. Consider joining the Patreon if you're interested in follow-ups from this deck. Won't be any until after Atlanta, but after Atlanta, we'll reevaluate and we'll go from there. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. From the bottom of my heart, making these videos was a ton of fun. And chatting with all of you in the comment section was a lot of fun as well. I'm glad. I hope you all enjoyed a little bit more spiky standard content when we were in the dojo. Hope you enjoyed some of our more fun decks when we were outside of it. And hopefully tomorrow I play in the Arena Championships and I win $30,000. That would be cool as well. I feel good. You know, that's as much as you can do, but it's going to be a hard tournament. So thank you so much for watching all this time. Like and subscribe so you get notified when I come back with this YouTube channel. But no videos tomorrow, so I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.